Well, I think we tried for, what was it, 2 years pretty much, yeah, about 2 years, unsuccessfully. And, I'm in the medical field, I'm a physician. And so after trying for, that same amount of time, I pretty much called all the OB-GYNs I knew and said, who would you go to? I trust other physicians. And they gave me a list of names, about 3 names. And then finally, when I, beat him into a corner, I was like, if your daughter needed a physician, who would she go to? And they said, I was Senator Goldstein. I said, decision was made. And then I think Sharon went. You met him first by herself, actually. I think I was on call or something, and I wasn't there. So she actually met him by herself the first time.
I did, and he was very nice. Listened to the story. And we put together a plan, so we actually ended up doing 2 rounds of IVF with Dr. Goldstein. The first one was successful. Unfortunately, it did end in a miscarriage. So we regrouped from that and then came back to Dr. Goldstein for a second round of IVF, which was also successful and resulted in the birth of Blake and Drake. Right, everyone was very nice, remembered my name, listened very carefully. Linda was great. She was always there to listen. If I needed to call her to ask a question, it was no problem. And everyone was always very positive, said to think positively. Of course, there's always the websites that are recommended or other avenues to talk with other people. But just the staff in general was always very caring, very attentive. Dr. Goldstein himself was always very positive and was always sure that it would be successful. So that helped a lot and helped to relax me and keep me positive throughout the whole experience, because it is an experience.
I love the fact that it was pretty small. Like there's some other physicians kind of have, I hate to say it, but mills almost. It's like almost like they just run them back and forth. Where that wasn't the case. I mean, I think he even gave Sharon his personal cell phone number, which, shocked me to death. I would never give my patients my cell phone number. I might now, but I've seen how well it works. But, I mean, this is a very personal touch. I didn't feel at all like it was, a baby mill at all. It was a nice clinical office where he knew the patients, and, they worked with us when we couldn't make appointments, or especially when my schedule was very hectic, it was small, and let me rephrase that. It gave the impression of a small homey vibe. I mean, a small home-like vibe that I enjoyed.
Actually, I already have recommended 2 of my friends to Dr. Goldstein. I did let them know that everyone was very caring and very attentive. I told them to go to the website and look at the success rates. Told them to come and talk to Dr. Goldstein and see for themselves. And they actually did end up using Dr. Goldstein and for their IVF experiences. Our families are just overjoyed, of course. The boys look like their grandfathers, which is a blessing in and of itself. But looking at them and just knowing everything that it took to get here kind of washes away a lot of the pain and a lot of the feelings that went along with the journey. Just knowing that here we are, we've come full circle, we have the boys. So all the months of despair and worry about everything that could go wrong, that did not, thankfully, just really, washes us over with joy when we look at the boys.
There's just a blessing, joy, gift from God, so kind of forget about everything else. Definitely worth it.
Yeah. For anyone who's experiencing any kind of infertility, come see Dr. Goldstein. Don't be afraid of the process. Don't be afraid to come and speak to him about it, because in the end it will be worth it.